Well guys, I'm back. As you guys probably expected already a little bit, I couldn't resist. I had to open the final two boxes. So I decided to just make another video for you guys tonight, and this will be the final chapter of this US haul. 13 boxes with comics, and these will be the final two of those. So let's see what's inside there. And get this over with. I've been slacking a little bit with the storytelling video, so I wanna pick that up as soon as possible. I got a big one coming up. It's the Uncanny X-Men 175, and it's a double-sized issue. So it's taking up quite a lot of my time, and yeah, this came in between, and I just wanted to get those boxes out of the way and then continue with writing the script. The video stuff is almost done, but I still need to record the audio and yeah, edit that. So it's gonna take a while. It's twice as much as the usual episodes, so that's why I'm running a little behind schedule on that one, and this coming in between. So yeah, I only have so much time to do that stuff. So. But it's coming. Just gonna finish these 13 boxes and then get back to writing the script and recording that. Hopefully, I'm not gonna make any specific promises, but hopefully before the weekend is done. That would be nice. Here we go, the box on top of the other ones, and let's see what's inside this box. Thank you guys, by the way, for joining me again. G.I. Joe America's Elite, issue number 23 and 27. Then we have Renegade, I think. No, what does it say? What does it say? I'm not sure. It's not Renegade. Let me see what the title is of this comic. Oh, Reloaded. Oh yeah, okay. So G.I. Joe Reloaded, number 14. Then we have a Nightman vs. Wolverine issue number 0, as well as a Shauna the Savage, which is probably actually Kazar the Savage, number 22. Then we have a Cloak and Dagger one-shot, very cool looking cover. Not sure where this exactly ties in the Marvel continuity, but I'll figure it out once I read it. Then we have a Mighty Thor issue number 700, and this is the regular cover, I guess, because I had one in one of the boxes from yesterday, but that was the lenticular cover, and this is probably the A cover, I'm thinking. But yeah, I was speaking about Russell Dowderman, the artist, and I couldn't really find any pages where I was certain that that was the artist for those pages, because there were several artists in that issue, but this cover is drawn by him, so I'm just going to give you guys a little glimpse of what his art looks like. And I just like the way he draws. Not always, but most of the time it looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's Russell Dowderman. Then we have Captain America, issue 451 of the first volume. Then I have an Ant-Man, second printing of issue number 2, apparently. With a little bug guy right there. Then I have an A-Force, issue number 4. A Zorro, issue number 7. And then just for funsies, an Elf annual, which is apparently part of the Evolutionary War. I don't think it really is, but it does say so on the cover. But I doubt it has anything to do with that. Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with that. So it was probably just published around the same time as the Evolutionary Wars was going on in the Marvel annuals. But yeah, I just had to grab this one, just for nostalgia's sake. Then we have Hawk and Dove. I'm not familiar with the series, but I like the artist on here. So at first I thought it was Todd McFarlane or something, but apparently it's not. I guess the guy's name is Guler. And I'm not sure in what year this is, but the art just sort of resembles Todd McFarlane's early art for some reason. And the inside's not so much. Greg Guler. I've never heard of the guy, but he might be a DC staple. I don't know about that. But I just like the way the cover looks, so I had to get this one. Issue number 1 and issue number 2. Then we have a JLA Act of God, book 1 of 3. And book 2 of 3. And there's no third part in here, so it's 2 parts. The first 2 parts. Then we have a Ghost, issue number 29, and a Generation X Gen 13 crossover in 3D, and I'm pretty sure that's the traditional version of 3D. Yeah, so it's double printed with glasses inside. I have read the original, but not the 3D version, so I'm kind of curious how that works out. And for those of you who are not familiar with Generation X, it's sort of like the New Mutants of the 90s. So there's a new team of New Mutants, and with all new power sets and new characters. And I thought it was a fun run. Age of Apocalypse featuring the X-Men issue number 1 is a one-shot. And then we have the second printing of X-Men Schism, part 1. Another Hawk and Dove issue 4, and here we have X-Force, A-Force issue 5. Then we have a lenticular cover of Superman. Let me see if I can catch that on camera. There we go. So we have this one and you have this one. Transhuman, written by Jonathan Hickman, so I figured it must be good. So I'm not familiar with this at all, and yeah, I figured I'd try something new. I'm not sure which issue this is. It doesn't seem to say that anywhere on the cover. Maybe I'm overlooking it. You can actually see the design of the X-Men Krakoa here a little bit. It's sort of the same. Interesting. Then we have a Spectre issue number 5, Fables issue number 38 and 26 and 37, and what's this? 36. The Whedon 3-way. I have no idea what this is. Oh, Serenity, Buffy, Angel of Faith, probably reprints of the first issues. Then we have a Dooms 4 here, and this must be a variant cover of issue number 1. Infinite Horizon by Gary Dugan and Phil Noto, 2 artists, or a writer and an artist who I've become familiar with during the start of the X-Men Krakoa run. And let me just see if I can give you a nice view of Phil Noto's art. This doesn't look that good, I have to say. This might be his earlier work, I guess. I'm not really liking the way this looks, but his I really like this work on Cable, and what did he do before that? Can't remember. But yeah, I'm not liking this art very much, but regardless. Then we have a sort of a chromium looking cover of Avengers Time Slide. It's a little bit bling bling. And this must be a one shot, I guess. Then we have an Avengers 1.5, which you don't see very often, so I'm happy to be able to catch that. With X-Force number 6. And very cool looking covers. Variant edition of number 2. This is probably the bloody variant. And we have an I'm just gonna have to just give you guys a good look at these covers. Very cool, and this story is very cool. Like, it's pretty dark. Age of Ultron book 10, which I didn't have yet, so that's a nice addition. Hobgoblin Limited Series Part 3. Mystique issue number 3. Limited series of about 22, 23 issues, something like that. Then here we have book 3 of JLA Act of God, so that's a full set. I had issue 1 and 2 before. Fragile Creature of Concrete, part 2. And that's the missing one from the video before this one. Then we have the G.I. Joe Reloaded again, issue number 13. Issue number 9. Issue number 7. G.I. Joe Real American Hero, issue number... Oh, MIA issues number 1 and 2, so that's probably a collected edition. America's Elite, New Beginning, number 0, and we have a Detective Comics, issue 598, giant, 80-page giant. That's cool. New Avengers, The Reunion, variant edition of number 1. And number 2, number 3, and number 4. So that's a completed set. And then here we have Atlantis Rising of the Fantastic Four, with one of those acetate covers again. I think I had this one in unboxing, in a different unboxing, but I'm not entirely sure if I even opened it up back then. So I'll do it now. Let's take a look at the cover. This is what it looks like. So we have the see-through part here, and then we have the remains of Atlantis. But it might be Attilan, I'm not sure. So yeah, so we have the see-through part right here. See if I can catch that on camera. Looks pretty cool. But I thought this had the Inhumans in there as well. Atlantis Rising. I see some Namor. So it is Atlantis, apparently. Next up is if I can get this one in the bag properly. Yeah. Despicable Deadpool issue 294. Then we have a Superior Spider-Man team up, issue number 1. The Amazing Spider-Man 17.1. Spider-Man Dr. Octopus year 1, pretty cool cover. Then we have an Area Black and White, or Blank and Noir. Then we have King's Watch of Dynamite Comics. I have no idea why I bought this. I'm not familiar with it at all, but who knows, it might be cool. And a Captain Midnight, Dark Horse Comics. and another one. And I think these 3 might have ended up in my box, which were not claimed by me because they don't ring a bell at all. But regardless, so many comics, they can make a mistake. And maybe I did actually claim them and don't remember. That could be the case as well. So that's it for the first box, and I'll get the second box. There we go. And this is the final one, box 13. So what's inside here? I know it's 36 comics, but I have no idea which ones are inside. Oh, sorry about that. Bumped into the camera a little bit. Just put it straight again. There we go. Alrighty, the final chapter, here we go. First off is Captain America Sentinel of Liberty, issue number 2. Captain America Volume 2, issue number 8. Volume 1, issue number 452. 453. 449. This is 450, 451, and I think this one was in the previous deck as well, but this is issue 445, 447, Captain America Steve Rogers, issue number 448, so that's still volume 1 then, I guess. Deathblow issue 27 and Deathblow issue number 2. Tales of the Teen Titans issue 73 and issue 67, issue 87 and issue 88, issue 76 and issue 78. Then we have a Teen Titans Spotlight on the Brotherhood of Evil, issue number 11. Tales of the Teen Titans, issue number 89. And a Deathstroke issue 0, and I already saw that one in the previous video, or the video before that as well. Teen Titans Spotlight on the Omega Man, issue number 15, and issue number 16, Thunder and Lightning. Then a Spotlight on Cyborg, issue 13, and on Nightwing, issue 14. Spotlight on Starfire and Harbinger, and that's issue number 19, and issue number 20 on Cyborg and Changeling. Magenta, issue number 17, and Aqualad, issue number 18. Superman is Dead, Who Will Join the New Justice League of America, issue number 71. Then we have a Dracula vs. Sorrow with a cool, I think this is called a varnish cover or something like that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Then we have a Detective Comics issue number 0. Doom 2099 issue number 2. A Random Cerebus issue. 57. Just gonna open this one. For For the watchers who are not familiar with Cerebus, it's an independent comic, creator owned and self-published, and it's about an aardvark sort of kind of type character, and he's very sarcastic and cynical and critical about human relations and society as a whole. And I just like the art style and the attitude, and yeah, so if you're into those kind of comics and you're not familiar with Cerebus, just pick up one of the stories and see if you like it. Sometimes they have just like a big wall of text with one image, and sometimes it's more of a comic-y feel to it with panels and text like that. But it's got humor in it. It's got critique in it. Yeah, what I said, satire, cynical stuff. Highly recommended. Then we have a Full Killer issue number 6. And another Cerebus issue number 26 with some spine ticks here, so it's not the highest of grades. It's probably the first one I've actually browsed through which has that. We have another Cerebus issue number 63. Number 46. Then we go back to G.I. Joe again with what's his face. I had that as a toy, which was pretty cool. Joe Benitez cover. What was his name again? Can't remember. Incredible Hulk. That's gonna bug me that I don't recall his name. G.I. Joe Cobra Command. Oh wait, there's a little bit of a cover fault there. See if I can take that out. Yeah, that's just too bad. Double fault actually. With color break, so that won't be fixable anymore. Then we have a Hawkeye issue number 2 and issue number 3 and issue number 4. And I did not know about this limited series, so that's a nice addition. Then we have the Battle Files of G.I. Joe. And we have a Citizen V and the V Battalion, number 2 of 4, number 3 of 4. Then we have a Force Works, which is sort of a continuation of Avengers West Coast, Volume 1, and issue number 4. And then we have a Citizen V Battalion in the V Battalion, issue number 4. So I got 2, 3, and 4, just missing issue number 1. Then we have a Dark Reign Elektra issue number 4 and issue number 5. And 2 and 3 in there as well. So that's almost complete. Then we have Ghost number 7 with little homages to Trick and Treat, Madman, Hellboy, and The Mask. All titles of Dark Horse. Not sure about Madman, but I think he might be in Dark Horse as well. Another Ghost issue number 8, so we got 7 and 8. Then we have a Captain America Reborn issue number 2. And another issue number 2, so that's this one is the variant cover. Then we have a New Teen Titans issue number 29 and Batman and the Outsiders issue 19. We have a Chaos Effect Epilogue Part 1 and Part 2. And we have the Omega. And that's it for this shitload of comics. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. So some comics that might ring a bell, some that might not ring a bell. You might be intrigued by some comics. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm gonna not do unboxing videos for a little bit and just focus on the storytelling stuff, because I've been slacking a bit on that. Got some catching up to do, and yeah, like I said in one of the previous videos, I do have some boxes stored in the US still. It's about 6 right now. There might be 1 or 2 more coming, and then I'll ship them over and do unboxings again, and maybe a shipment here or there in between. But I'm gonna lay off the comic buying for a little bit. Just to give you guys an idea, I got this pile here, the long box over there, the piles on top of that, and then I have 2 more long boxes to sort out. So I'll be busy with that as well. Storytelling, getting my my collection in order. That's gonna be the focus for the next several days. And yeah, thanks for joining me, guys, and see you guys for the next video. Later.